5:30 in the morning here, and I am on Trysil mountain. And last time I actually did a video on Trysil before, but I was on the opposite side and I kind of had the view of this mountain. So right now I'm going up the main mountain. Sun is coming up over there, and what I'm trying to do is get up as high as possible so I can get a vantage point of the sunrise and get a good shot. And then I'll just see how the rest of the day plays out from there. Alright, so the sun is pretty much up now. I have to be really quick with this. I'm gonna put on my 24-70 and take a shot of that before I lose it. It's so deep up here. I don't have any snowshoes, so I'm just sinking through the snow. So I'm gonna shoot this at f8, 1/320th of a second and ISO 400. So I just need to hurry up and get this shot because the sun is going up pretty fast now. It's still low enough just to look pretty good. I'm basically shooting through some trees here as kind of a frame. I got all the valleys and the mountains in the background, and then the sun is coming up behind it. So it looks pretty cool. So at around 40 millimeters seems to work quite well. I'm getting the tops of the trees in, getting the sun in the background just centered in. Portrait seems to be working the best, but I do prefer to shoot in landscape. But I think for this situation, portrait is going to be the best option. Oh, it's just absolutely stunning. I think I've gotten the shot. While I'm up here, the mountains on that side where the sun is starting to kind of hit, it's really misty and it looks absolutely beautiful. And right now I got a good enough gap between the trees where I'm getting the whole area. I think for this shot I might actually just change to my 100-400 millimeter. While I'm here and I have the chance, I might as well get as much as I can. This is not something I get to see quite often, and I want to make the most of it. The mist over the mountains is stunning right now because it's kind of getting the glow from the sun, so it's getting this little pinkish orange effect onto the mist. I just want to see if I can move at a different angle. Light is starting to cast more a little bit onto the mountains in the background, so I kind of just want to wait until I'm getting a really nice glow, just to add some kind of contrast and detail and just to bring out the best in it while I can. I mean, I'm here, and the fact that I can actually wait for a decent shot is definitely a good idea. Right now I've just come to the top of this slope here, and not something I would normally do, but I think I'm going to take a photo of this because it looks pretty cool. It kind of just drops off the edge, and then you've got the mountain in the background and the sun is coming up there, and it's just quite stunning. There's no skiers here right now. I'm going to take a wide shot of this. I'm going to use my 14mm. The glow from the sun is just incredible, so I'm going to quickly set up. Not use my tripod on this because I don't want to ruin the track here. I'm going to shoot this at quite a low angle. I'm using my 14mm, and I'm going to drop down quite low and take the shot. I'm going to shoot this at around f8 and 1/500th of a second at ISO 100. I'm trying to basically bring back the detail in the highlights because the sun is shining on the snow, so a lot of detail will be blown out. So I'm trying to bring back as much detail as possible, but otherwise an absolutely stunning shot. coming towards the top of this mountain here. Not exactly sure if I can go up it yet. It'd be pretty cool to try. Probably not a good idea. I'm gonna head a little bit further up, see if I can get a good spot, and then kind of work my way from there and then probably start going down. But otherwise, I at least want to try going up there, and I think it could be pretty cool. Like I said, I think I've come as high as I possibly can go. I'm actually at the top of where the lift ends. I think I'm actually going to take a shot with that in and the mountain in the background. Generally, I don't take photos with man-made stuff in, or buildings or anything really. I don't really like it that much, especially out in nature, but in this context it kind of works. I think I'm going to use my 24-70 for this shot. Still no skiers out yet. I probably actually shouldn't even be on here, but I want to take a photo of this, and then I think I'm going to start walking down because it's quite a long trip up. So far I'm not really sure what kind of angle I want to get out of this. The building is kind of dead center, which bugs me a little bit. I would have preferred it to be on the side. And my problem is if I go into the trees and stuff, the trees are kind of too tall and they'll just block out the mountain and it'll look a bit weird. So this is kind of my only spot of getting a good view of the mountain. I kind of just have to see what's going to work. I think maybe portrait angle might help with this. So far I'm shooting at 500th of a second at f11 and ISO 100. I actually might go to f13 for this because it is pretty bright now. Actually being low is going to add a little bit more depth to this image, so I think I will just drop down a bit and kind of just see how that image looks from here. Portrait works, but I think landscape might actually work better for this. So what I'm going to do is get into the center of the track and take more of a landscape shot. The building is still a little bit more centered, but the trees are covering a little bit, and being low and in the middle of the track kind of will make me feel a little bit better, and hopefully you guys will agree with me. Okay, so just as I turn around, clouds are coming through, the sun's there, and there's beautiful light beams going down. I got a lot of trees in the way, but either way it looks absolutely stunning. So I'm gonna get a shot of that while I can, and then I'm gonna start heading down. So just to give it a little bit more of a sun star, I'm gonna shoot this at f16, keep it at ISO 100, and I'm gonna drop it down to 1/320th of a second because I need to bring back some of the shadows. But otherwise, absolutely great shot. So I think I'm pretty much done for today. There's a lot to take photos of, and at the same time there isn't. And the reason why I say that is because pretty much everything looks the same. And well, I don't need to be taking the same shot all the time, no matter how beautiful it looks. But otherwise this video is just gonna go on for too long. But anyway, I've pretty much enjoyed myself. This has been a great morning, and watching the sun come up has been absolutely awesome. So yeah, if you guys enjoyed this one, leave a comment below and let me know what you think. And well, I'll see you guys in the next video.